Yo, it's YerkYT, and today I'm bringing y'all a creative tutorial for the best Galaxy 1v1 map in Fortnite Chapter 2. Before we begin, you'll need to throw down and gather these items from the following galleries: Reflective Black Gallery, Indestructible Gallery, and Ring Gallery B. Now that you have those pieces together, we can start by grabbing the floor piece from the Indestructible Gallery and placing down two side by side. Now grab the wall from the Reflective Black Gallery and surround those two floors with walls. Place the indestructible floor on top and extend them by one on each side. Now we're going to make a 1x1 with the reflective walls on those extended floor pieces, leaving the middle two open. Now grab the reflective floor piece and cover those two boxes up. Now we're going to grab the half stairs pieces and place them in the open space between the boxes we just made. Take the reflective floor again and place two down on each side of the stairs. Then grab the stairs and place those on the inner sides of both of those floors. You will have to rotate it and mirror it to get it to place right as well. Grab the small quarter tile reflective piece and place it down at the top of the stairs we just placed. You will have to rotate it and mirror it to get it to place right as well. Now grab yourself a couple barriers from the devices menu and place down two of them right underneath the center stairs. Change the settings to visibility in game, blue force field, width 1/2, enable when receiving from channel 1 and disable when receiving from channel 2. Click accept and do the same settings for the other barrier. Now grab the thick half wall from the reflective gallery and place it down at all four sides. Now shrink the depth, making it as skinny as possible, but place it down in between the center, blocking off each player's starting area. Then place another one overlapping the center on both sides. Throw down the music blocks gallery and select whatever notes you want to play as the countdown when the 1v1 starts. I like these two. You can use what I use or you can choose your own. Grab a music sequencer and place it down somewhere out of the way. Grab your first music block and change it to grid snap 1 and place 3 down in the music sequencer. Then grab the other music block and place it down as the last remaining square. Change the tempo on the music sequencer to 50. Set it to activate when receiving from channel 3 and click accept. Throw a trigger device down on the last music block in the music sequencer and change it to trigger by damage on, and when triggered, transmit on channel 2. Now copy the trigger and place another one down, but make sure it's outside of the music sequencer area. Change it to transmit on channel 1 and trigger when receiving from channel 2. Then scroll up and add a delay of 5 seconds and then click accept. Copy that trigger and place another one down, this time only changing it to trigger when receiving from channel 5 and when triggered, transmit on channel 6. Throw down a fresh trigger and change it to triggered by damage on, and when triggered, transmit on channel 9. Pick up the trigger and change it to grid snap 4 and place it down right in front of the third music block. Then place another one down in front of the second music block and change it to transmit on channel 8. Copy it again and place it in front of the first block and change it to transmit on channel 7. Now grab and throw down a HUD message device and put the message to 3. Time from round start to off. Display time 1 second. Change the message type to critical and then change show when receiving from channel to 7 and hide when receiving from channel to 8. Copy this device and place another one down, this time changing the message from 3 to 2. Change it from show when receiving from channel 7 to channel 8 and hide when receiving from channel 8 to channel 9. Do it again, changing the message to 1. Change the show when receiving from channel to 9 and make hide when receiving from channel to 2. Copy this one last time and change the message from 1 to go and show when receiving from channel from 9 to 2. Turn hide when receiving from channel to no channel. Throw down a hologram device and pick whatever holo screen you want the start button to be. Using grid snap 8, place 2 down next to each other and then copy them up and place them down on the wall that's separating both players. Now throw down a trigger device and change it to triggered by player off, triggered by damage on, reset delay 5 seconds, visibility off, take damage while invisible, take damage, and when triggered, transmit on channel 3. Now rotate the trigger vertically and place it down on both sides of the wall, dividing the two players. Then we're going to grab some player spawns and place them down on the open floor pieces on both sides. Change the in-game visibility to no on all 4 spawns. Now copy the trigger on the wall dividing the 2 players and place it down, and change the channel from channel 3 to channel 4. Then place it at the center of the ramps on top of the little half squares that we placed earlier. Throw down another holo screen and pick one that you want to be the reset button. Then place it down on top of those triggers that we just placed. Grab a damage volume and a Sentry device from the Devices tab. Place the Sentry device on the floor and change the weapon type to rocket launcher, health to 1, range to far, accuracy to deadshot, adaptive aim on, spawn on minigame start no, spawn when receiving from channel 4, and when eliminated, transmit on channel 5. Place the damage volume on the wall and change enabled on game start to no, enable when receiving from channel 6, and disable when receiving from channel 5. Now, do the same thing in the other box, placing the Sentry on the floor and damage volume on the wall with the exact same settings. Now grab an item spawner and place it down. Change it to visibility in game off, time from first spawn to instant, and time between spawns to 1 second. Copy and paste it down as many times as the number of weapons that you want to have to pick from. Then go through and fill each spawner with your choice of weapons. Now grab the ring from Ring Gallery B. Rotate it to lay flat horizontally and place it down on top of all of the item spawners with the item spawner in the middle. Once you've placed it on all the item spawners, move them so they sit 1 block above the ground, and then copy all of them and place them down on the other side as well. Find this white block. This square indicates the center of the map. Now go into your creative menu and click on devices and grab yourself some barriers. Place your own floor on top of the white square and set your barrier down on top. Then open the customizable settings and change the first one, barrier visibility in game, to nebula. Next, change the barrier width and depth to 100, but we're going to leave the height at 1 and click accept. Now you're going to want to fly in a straight line from the barrier you just placed all the way to the edge. It doesn't matter which one, we'll get to all of them. Then, when you see these lines that indicate the edge of your barrier, place a floor down and place a barrier on top, and once again open up the settings menu and change the first one to nebula. Then you're going to change the width, the first one, to 100, but this time make the height 100 and leave depth, the one in the middle, at 1 and click accept. Now fly back to the center barrier and do the exact same thing for all 3 remaining sides. Now, for the last step, go back into your creative menu and grab a hover platform. Throw it down on a square right next to your center barrier. Then, pick it up and fly straight up. Be careful once you get close to the top not to go past the height limit of the map. Once you see the border, place the hover platform down and place a floor on top of it and another floor on the side that the white square on the ground would be on. Now go underneath the floating floor and place a barrier. Change the settings to visibility nebula, and then change the width and the depth to 100, and then leaving the last one. Go into your island settings and turn starting shields to 100%. Go down to building can destroy environment and change that to no. Turn environmental damage to off and test it out by pressing start game. If you guys enjoyed this, feel free to drop a like, hit subscribe, do whatever you want to do and all that stuff. If you guys want to support me, you can use code YerkYT in the item shop. There you guys have it, the best 1v1 Galaxy Fortnite map in Chapter 2. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, stay up.